everyone, my name is Disney Miss Lizzie and welcome to the initial reaction for the Giggle. Okay, so before the episodes aired, I did a quick prediction, which I realised I should have taken evidence of to sort of predict, so my prediction was that Donna had made a subconscious deal with a toy maker who had manipulated this whole event to try to add the Doctor to get the deal. My other prediction was Donna would die, and then I've put, or if the bi-regeneration theory comes to pass, Donna will travel with the Doctor, and a door will be left open for Rose to return. The toy maker will not die. Okay, massive spoiler alert. As we've just seen, the internet was right and that rumour wheel was right, because there's no way I would have said that a bi-regeneration was happening. But bi-regeneration is a thing. 15 looks very comfortable in himself or in themselves. And 14 is now living with Donna with a TARDIS. So, if the Whoniverse is going to expand, and I'm sure Russell T Davies and Disney are in the process of doing that, does that mean that at some point we are going to get 14 and Donna in their own series? That door has been left wide open, and David Tennant is a fan favourite of the series. He's up there and he will stay there forever now. And yeah, so that is one thing that we can expect. But before we go into that, let's actually talk about the Giggle episode itself, and then we can go off into theories and Whoniverses and stuff. Sorry, my hair has just gone very fuzzy today. Okay, so what did I think of it all in all? It felt like a Doctor Who episode, and the toy maker should have been introduced, and it should have earlier, and it should have been 3 episodes. I think the Star Beast and the Blue Wild Yonder could have possibly been moved for possibly the remake of Donna and the Doctor. So I've got hair in my eye. And I would have liked to see more of the toy maker, because he was built up to be such a big threat, and the threat wasn't necessarily there, and I would have liked to know more about him from his mouth. I think all the information that I know of the toy maker came from researching online. So I would have liked to have seen more of him, and to have seen more of the deals that he's made, and possibly more interaction with the other Doctors. I was hoping that Matt Smith had Andrew Garfield us, because he said, "Oh no, I don't know anything, and it's, "Are you Andrew Garfielding us?" That was one of the comments I saw online, and unfortunately he wasn't, and I was a bit disappointed that they didn't at least mention or bring his face forward, because 11, very much like 10 for me, is very much a beloved Doctor, and it would have been nice to have had that slight reference. But then obviously this is paving the way for 15, and you don't want to go too back in the past. But as for the actual toy maker performance itself, Neil Patrick Harris was probably the weaker part. It felt a little bit too caricature, too comic book-y. But I loved his dance to the Spice Girls, and being part of that age group, that took me back to when I was 9 and just going, yeah, Spice Girls, girl power, woo! And feeling like that again. I do apologise. For that improv dance. But, yeah. Oh, sorry. So what else? Because I really liked Neil Patrick Harris in a series of Unfortunate Events. Watched the whole series and I really enjoyed him in that. I love the Jim Carrey version, and I also love Neil Patrick Harris's version. But possibly because he had a lot more passion for a series of Unfortunate Events rather than for Doctor Who. He admitted that he'd never heard of Doctor Who before, he'd never heard of the series. And I think that sort of hurdle hindered his performance slightly. I don't think he knew quite what to do with it. The Master in his mouth, very interesting, and it's done a John Sim where the pastor has been picked up by the tooth. I'm a little bit sad that Jodie Whittaker's Master will not come back, because I liked him towards the end. I think very similar problem to Jodie Whittaker and Peter Capaldi, the problems that I had, was that they felt like their characters too late, and that's also what happened with that particular master. So we will see whether it'll be the master or whether it'll be Missy or something completely new. But does that mean that 15 will get a master, or does that mean that 14 will get a master? That's quite an interesting question. Yes, it just... What else? I'm still kind of adjusting to a bi-regeneration is actually a thing. He actually has his own TARDIS now, and 15 has his own TARDIS. 15 feels very self-assured of himself, which is something that hasn't really been done before, because you always get the, who am I? What am I? Am I ginger? Am I new kidneys? Have I got new teeth? Oh, I use new teeth. The explanation for the face, I don't know. It still doesn't answer questions for me. I know it's supposed to be a rehab type situation, and I think it will probably take me one more watch to kind of go, oh, now I get it, because there's sort of a lot to consume and a lot to just go, oh, okay. But I still didn't fully understand why the regeneration circuit took that face. I was expecting it to be the toy maker had manipulated it and had manipulated the regeneration to be, this is your face and I'm going to manipulate it, because I would have liked to have seen just glimpses of 11 in that regeneration, and then 12 and 8 and 7, but I know that kind of happened with Jodie Whittaker's final episode. Donna again felt like Donna again, and it's definitely left the door open for Rose, especially if the Doctor's travelling and he's taken someone to Mars, he's taken someone to New York. So it's just unless they're going to do the idea that they had for Rose Tyler, which was Rose Tyler, Defender of the Earth, and they'll use that for Rose Noble instead now. So it'd be Rose Noble, Earth Defender, and that will be a Whoniverse spin-off, but we will see. What else? Unit felt very much like the Avengers, and that's the feeling that I got from the trailers. So again, another Disney link. The sets, I really loved the sets. I loved the sort of comic caricature cartoon effect that was for the stage and for the game. I was expecting more magic, as in magic tricks to come forward, because Neil Patrick Harris is a trained magician. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he is part of the Magic Circle. And the posters that were part of Barney's flat in How I Met Your Mother, which had Carter Beats the Devil, they and Houdini, they are actually Neil Patrick Harris's own possessions. So he is a trained musician, and I would have liked to have seen more sleight of hands, more tricks. I think if this could have been a story that developed over 3 episodes, then I think that part of the toy maker and certainly Neil Patrick Harris's sort of input could have progressed a bit more. But this has definitely been my favourite out of the 3 so far. It felt like a Doctor Who episode, and it felt like David Tennant had returned properly to that role. I think the past 2 episodes, they just haven't felt like Doctor Who. And I don't know what they were trying to build up with that. I think this would have worked phenomenally if this had just been the Giggle throughout the 3-parters. Also, sorry, going back to the toy maker, I really should have written this down. I had notes starting going, oh yeah, I love the intro for this, and then I got too absorbed to take notes. It's like, I'm going to go in here with a bit more construction rather than going, But yeah, it didn't work like that. I got too absorbed and too, wait a minute, what? So it's like, okay. So yeah, the introduction, I love the introduction. Again, that felt very Who. The attic with the puppets, Tim Burton, very Tim Burton-esque feel to it. And if anyone has either played or watched or done both, Five Nights at Freddy's sister location with the mini bads, where you are locked inside of the suit and you have all the mini marionettes coming forward. The puppet in the attic with Donna reminded me a lot of that. They were probably more influenced by Tim Burton, especially with the window. There usually seems to be a window in Tim Burton's work in the loft. So, for example, Sweeney Todd and Edward Scissorhands. So I think it's more from that inspiration, and she looked very much like Wednesday, which is obviously another Tim Burton production. But it also reminded me of the mini bads from Five Nights at Freddy's. So if anyone has seen that, and you know what I'm talking about, please let me know. And yeah, 15 is very confident, and he's very self-assured of himself, so that's very different, but I like it. I think it's going to be okay with him. I don't think, oh my gosh, what are they? I'm not sure about him at the moment, but I like him. I think he's going to be a caring doctor, which I think is what we need as well, especially with this new bi-regeneration. So what does that mean for 15? Will that kind of hinder 15? Because in the background we might always be thinking, oh, what's 14 doing now? What adventures? So it's a big gamble. It's not as controversial as I thought. It was just more because I'd seen it online, maybe it would have sparked a bigger reaction. But because I'd seen this rumour online and I'd mentioned it so many times in my previous reaction videos, that this bi-regeneration thing would be happening, it wasn't so much of a shock. Just oh okay, where are we going with this? Is 14 going to die at some point? This is just to elongate that goodbye, because it did oh no, not again. And then we've got Al Orzi's no, that's tens, but no, it was fine. TARDIS has a jukebox. I like it. I like the jukebox. That's quite cool. I just came running in here after the episode finished. I don't know if there was a teaser for the Christmas special. There may have been, and I've just missed it. But we've got that coming up on Christmas Day. Probably won't be able to do an initial reaction to that, so it might just be like a thought thing after the Christmas period, because it's going to be very, very busy. Take a few days off for that as well, just to chill out, enjoy Christmas and plan for the new year, because we've got lots and lots of things happening for the new year, and there'll be more Doctor Who content coming out the new year as well. Busy working on several projects for that. One I think will have to be for next year, just because I don't have the time for it. But yeah, the review for that will come out next year. Okay, so I've been speaking to Polgara UK. I hope I've pronounced that name correctly. And they said that they had an inkling that the salt would be bigger than it was. And when it came up, it's like, oh, it's because I've done the salt. It's like, yes, well done. And it's been really nice talking to them as well. So more comments, please. So yeah, that's been really good fun to kind of talk theories and queries, and to listen to what other people are sort of debating or thinking. It's just, I've really enjoyed that part of it, and it was nice to get that fan interaction as well. So I hope that can continue when 15 comes along, because that'd be really, really cool, and more people can come on board as well, because this is definitely a reboot, more so I think than when Christopher Eccleston came along, because it was still carrying on from William Hartnell, and this just felt very much like, okay, that Doctor's done. That's finished. We have this Doctor now, and it's new rules and new game that we have to adhere to, or not to adhere to, but we have to learn and understand. So it's a very, very interesting choice. But anyway, Giggle's my favourite. So I think the ranking will be Giggle, Wild Blue Yonder, and then the Star Beast. So anyway, I'm going to end my rambling here, because I've got another busy day tomorrow. But thank you so much to everybody who's joined me on these initial reactions. If you'd like these to continue for 15, where I give initial reactions and I just blabber on, please let me know, because this was also a tester to see how the series went, if you guys enjoyed it, or would you prefer a more constructive criticism where I take about a day or two to write out the script, fully write out my thoughts, and then give a proper review? Or would you like a series of both? let me know. Please let me know in the comments, because I'd be really interested in hearing your opinions. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good night watching Doctor Who. I know I did, and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy watching the Christmas special. Very, very excited for 15, and I will go back and rewatch 10 as well. I'm also thinking of doing like a top ranking of 10 Tennant series, so that's going to be interesting, but that will be pushed back for next year. So anyway, final time I would say so anyway, but anyway, thank you so much for joining me. If you like what I do and want to keep up with the latest Doctor Who videos that will definitely be coming in the new year, what with 15's new series and like monster rankings and stuff, then please hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. And if you want more Doctor Who trivia, if you'd like more Disney trivia, more quotes, song quiz, etc., then please follow me on Instagram and TikTok. So anyway, thank you so much, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please, 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 please leave all your comments in the community. I'm going to be popping up a poll in a minute, so keep your eyes on that. And just have an awesome night. Enjoy Doctor Who, enjoy Doctor Who Unleashed, not Doctor Who Confidential. Well done for me for not saying the wrong one. And have a awesome night. Thank you guys again, and I will see you very, very soon. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.